Hey guys, welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Barbie. Barbie is directed by Greta Gerwig and co-written by Noah Baumbach. It stars Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie and Kate McKinnon, Emma Mackey, Alexander Shipp, Simu Liu, and a bunch more people into this huge cast. It is about a journey of self-discovery that we take with Barbie as she goes into the real world to really get to know her true self. This film is a long-awaited and anticipated adaptation of the toy doll that is Barbie. Honestly, what really made it exciting is the fact that they casted Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in the titular roles as Barbie and Ken. And then also behind the camera and the script, we have Greta Gerwig from Lady Bird and Little Women, as well as the co-writer being her partner, Noah Baumbach, who is most well known for Marriage Story. I was excited because of the people that they had recruited for behind the camera, as well as all of the stars in front of the camera, and not necessarily because of any particular connection that I had to Barbie. Being the other half of Barbenheimer, I definitely was excited, but I tried to manage my expectations, and I was not let down. Gerwig delivered her vision of Barbie, and I couldn't imagine another one like it. It is a direct contradiction of a film being funded directly by the company that creates Barbie, that is Mattel. However, Greta manages to inject herself and her beliefs right into the film. I believe that many people will get a lot more than they bargained for with this particular Barbie, considering it is a feminist film about the patriarchy that comments on the inequality that women and men face while still managing to take a couple of jabs at the corporate overlords that actually directly funded this film. Still, it is a Barbie movie about the idea of this toy that was invented in 1959 and will inevitably lead to lots of revenue due to consumption of Barbie products that will go straight to the Mattel Corporation. However, if you can get over that and accept it for what it is, you'll have a blast. I was gripped by the opening sequences as soon as we arrive into Barbie Land, which is the place where all of the Barbies and the Kens live, as well as Ken's friend Alan, who is actually played hilariously and wonderfully by Michael Cera. The first thing you notice is the production design. It is old school and meticulously crafted. So much of this could have been handled by CGI, but it just wasn't, which makes me really happy. It really places you in the world of Barbie, making it perfectly artificial. Even the pool and the ocean and the beach are all fake and artifice. There is no water or sand. The Barbies themselves don't even actually eat or drink anything. They just mime these activities. As far as the visuals go, the cinematography is wonderfully done by Rodrigo Prieto, who has done cinematography for very famous films like Amores Perros, 8 Mile, Brokeback Mountain, The Wolf of Wall Street, Silence, and The Irishman, just to name a few. On the sound side of things, it sounds great, and the original music, well, it bops as it should in a Barbie movie. Cast-wise, Margot and Ryan are perfect for these roles. It's as if they were born to play them. Both are incredible actors who've already demonstrated their wonderful talents in other films like Bombshell, I, Tonya, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Babylon for Margot, and Place Beyond the Pines, Drive, Blade Runner 2049, First Man, La La Land, The Nice Guys, and many, many more that Ryan Gosling has done. Not only are they great actors, but they are stone cold movie stars, which is exactly what we needed from these performances, especially Ryan Gosling. Now, Margot Robbie really is the anchor and the heart of this film, putting on that emotional touch. But Ryan Gosling is given scene-stealing jokes and dialogue and movie-stealing scenes that he just chews up as Ken. For those who say Ryan Gosling was too old to play Ken, I just firmly disagree. He was perfect, and he was one of the best parts of this movie. This film was hilarious, and it had me laughing out loud more than most films in recent history. However, it did have some parts that didn't just fully work for me. The message behind the film is good, even with the Mattel shadow kind of looming over it. But there is a little bit in the film, a period in the film, where we're in the real world, specifically at some offices, where we're interacting with Will Ferrell's character. For me, this section didn't necessarily keep pace with the rest of the movie and didn't feel quite as tight. Also, I should mention America Ferrera and Ariana Greenblatt were both in the film in important roles, and actually America gives a important speech to the Barbies when something crazy is happening to kind of awaken them. It really underlines in bold the point of the film and the experience of women if you weren't able to grasp it thus far in the movie. Clearly, it has resonated with some folks, and I do not dispute the content of the monologue or its importance as a message, but rather I felt it was unnecessarily on the nose and a little heavy-handed just to make sure that it was not lost on any audience members. This film was a lot to handle, and it has a lot that it wants to say while also being just extremely entertaining. One point that I will say is that this film is not for kids. It's not something that I think parents should necessarily censor from their kids. I don't think it's particularly inappropriate, but I don't believe it was made for kids. It was made by adults and for adults, so many of the jokes will probably go over younger kids' heads. But regardless, I think it still could be a good time for the whole family. Just understand that it's not a kid's film. So would I recommend Barbie? Absolutely. I would highly recommend Barbie. It was a ton of fun at the cinema and really did make Barbenheimer a success, having a wonderful weekend at the movies with both Barbie and Oppenheimer coming together. It's a very good time and you should check it out. Once again, guys, thank you so much for dropping by, watching the video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you saw Barbie or Oppenheimer, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which one did you enjoy most? Also, if you enjoy or engage with these videos, go ahead, please like. And if you might want to stay tuned, subscribe, and then share it with your people. And as always, I'll see you in the next review.